This is the plaintiff, Carolyn White. She says the defendant, her son's friend and a clothing designer, ripped her off, and she's angry about it. That's right. She hired him to make her a custom outfit for a party, paid him, and the loser flaked out on her and made nothing. When she went to retrieve the material she'd purchased from him, he pushed her into a mannequin, for crying out loud. Bottom line, she wants her $5,000 returned and is suing for just that today. This is the defendant, Alon Moore. He says he felt bad, but he got pneumonia and was hospitalized, so the plaintiff's custom 5-piece outfit got delayed. He thought the plaintiff would understand, but instead, she told him she didn't care if he was dying. She wanted her stuff. When he got out, he was ready, willing, and able to complete the job, but the plaintiff lost her mind, and here they are. He's accused of taking his sweet time. The defendant has filed a countersuit for $5,000 for defamation and a stolen phone.
All parties, please raise your right hands. Be seated. Come to order, please. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
I thought that was a person. I was going to tell them to move back. Caroline White, you are suing Alon Moore for $5,000 in damages that you say you sustained when he did not finish some custom-made outfits on time. You are counterclaiming against her $5,000 in damages that you say happened to your reputation, to the mannequin, and to your store when she flew off the handle. All right, let me hear from you first. What happened?
Okay, I met Mr. Allen through my son. My son is a makeup artist. He's a designer. My son would throw me birthday.
He's a designer.
Right.
Okay.
My son would throw me birthday parties every year for my birthday. He's attending the birthday parties at my home.
So you end up meeting him, and you end up hiring him to do some outfits for you. When did that occur?
August the 23rd, 2012.
12?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So, and you're going to wear, was there a specific event that you wanted them for?
Yes, my coworker, she's an assistant deputy director. She was retiring.
And that was going to happen when?
This was going to happen on November the 1st of 2000.
So you hired him in August, and is there anything in writing between you two for
No,
being hired? No, so it's all verbal. When
Yeah.
did you hire him? Was it a month before November, 2 months before
It
November?
it was the month before, in October.
Okay, and did he
2000.
tell you I'll have all, there are 5 pieces, right?
Right.
What were the pieces?
It's a long coat,
Uh-huh.
a pair of pants, a blouse, a pair of shorts.
Everything's finished now, right?
Yes, ma'am. It was
Okay.
finished when she came to pick it up.
According to you, it was supposed to be ready in November, and it
The
wasn't.
21st of 2013.
And what happened?
14. He didn't make it. He had excuses that he got sick, and he would never talk to me. See, I've never.
Who would he talk to?
My son. The
Why?
one
Because he wouldn't answer your calls?
he wouldn't answer my call.
Okay, got it. So let me ask you a question. In November, what do you tell him when he misses a deadline?
I asked him for my material. He says no.
In November?
I'm
In
making
November,
the
you
suit.
did.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
And then he says no, and then what? When does he promise it for, according to you?
for New Year's.
Okay. And do you get it on New Year's?
No, I don't.
When does he promise it for the next time?
The MAC party, which was March the 6th.
And does he have it on March the 6th?
No.
And when does he promise it for the next time?
The last time was April the 1st. Me and my son drove to his shop and met him, and he asked my son to drive him to get some buttons, and that my son, my suit would be ready that evening.
Okay. And what happened that
We
evening?
waited all evening. He didn't answer any of my son's calls.
How many times did your son call him?
About 4 or 5. He has it here in the text.
Okay, show me all the texts. And so you can't pick it up that evening, and then what happens the next day?
The next day I go with my bag to retrieve my items.
What do you mean your bag?
Yeah, to put the outfit in.
Okay, and what happens?
When I gets to the shop, he's sitting on a couch and he's sewing the shorts.
Okay.
So I tells him, Alan, you know what, I'm tired of this. I want my stuff.
Okay.
So I go and I folds up the coat, and what was hanging, it was the blouse, the coat, and the pants. I puts it in my bag, and I just started walking for the door with the bag. He snatches the bag and he threw me to the ground. So I flies into the mannequin. That's how the mannequin got damaged. So He calls,
Was there anybody else in the store at this point?
Yes, there was the man that owns the hat shop upstairs. So he yells.
Is he here as a witness?
No, ma'am, he wasn't able to make it.
He yells to the man, call the cops. Okay, so I go outside and I call my son. I said, please come. Please come. Alan is bugging out. So my son said, I'll be right there. 2 officers show up. When the officers come, my son come, and we all go back downstairs
What
into
do the
the
police
basement. The police, he says that I stole his cell phone.
Cell phone? How did the cell phone, how did that happen?
Because when she was attacking me,
Tell me about, actually, let's rewind. Tell me
Yes,
how she
please.
attacked you.
When she came into my studio, right? Everything was done.
Right, but we're in April, and according to her, she hired you in November. Why are you 4 months delayed on stuff you promised in December?
Okay, I can answer that for you. First of all, in December, I actually had bronchitis and pneumonia. I was in the
For 4
hospital.
months?
No, ma'am.
How long were you sick?
I was sick roughly 2.5 weeks.
Okay, 2.5 weeks. Give me an excuse for the rest of the time.
The rest of the time, to be honest, when I got better and I did speak with the plaintiff, it was such a thing when she dealt with me and spoke with me. So when she told me, literally told me, I don't give a if you were dying. You know, that really hurt me.
So then you didn't want to complete the contract at that point.
And then because she
I need a reason why you breached the contract.
I did not want to continue doing business with her.
That's fine. Then you got to give the lady back her money.
I had no problem in doing that.
But you didn't do that, and that's why she's here suing. Now, come April, she comes in, and what happens?
April 1st, she comes in. It's the day that my grandmother passes away.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Okay, I have her obituary right here that says April 1st.
Okay.
Okay.
You're at the store, though?
Yes, I was still trying to finish up what I made the commitment to finish it that particular day.
Okay.
And I was trying to, keep
And what
her
does
with
she do
that.
when she gets there?
When she gets there, can I show you something
Yeah.
on the mannequin? These buttons right here were a little small. So I was like, let's go and get a little bigger buttons, so it'll be a little bit more sturdy.
Okay.
So we did that. I said, okay, come back in 4 hours. Everything.
And then I see they're texting you nonstop to try to say, we're at your door. It's 4 hours. Where are you? I'm at your house. I'm waiting. I knocked on your door. There's no answer. I'm here. I'm waiting outside.
I
told you I took the train. I don't know what kind of games you're playing, but I'm on public transportation. I came all the way over here. I spoke to you. I told you I was coming. I'm leaving in 10 minutes, so I'll be fine, but this will never happen again. Those are the last times on that day that he texts you. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Excuse me, but we were together at 4 o'clock that afternoon.
Not according to all of these.
Well, they're doctored, Your Honor.
Okay, do you have your text?
They stole my phone.
Okay,
She stole my phone the same day.
Tell me about that day in April. How does she steal your phone?
Okay, when she came inside, and I told you I was sewing on these 2 parts of the snaps right there. She came in and she started to snatch it out of my hand. And I said, wait a minute, you don't snatch nothing out of my hand like that. So she's going like this, give me my, now I'm gonna you up. Give me my, this is how she talks. You don't snatch nothing out of my hand and stop hitting me. I said, I'm gonna call the cops on you if you don't stop hitting me. Then she started hitting me on my chest and stuff like this. She has the pants like this, pulling like this, which is how she broke the arm of my chair because she was using the chair as leverage to pull the pants out of my hand.
Do you have a picture of the broken chair?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
And the broken mannequin?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
So go on, what happens?
All right, so I call her son. At first I was gonna call the cops, but I didn't want to have this woman arrested.
Why? She's assaulting you. She has no problem hitting you. If what you're saying is true.
No, it is very much so true.
So you call the cops, and when they come, what happens?
They come, and they're like, well, we're gonna
Wait, how did the mannequin get broken?
She picked up another stool and threw it at me.
Don't get close to
I'm sorry. She threw the stool at me. It missed me, hit my mannequin. My mannequin fell on the ground.
Okay, how did she get your phone?
Instead of calling 911,
how did she get your phone?
I pass it to her because I call her son and said, do you hear your mother? She's going crazy in here.
So you give her the phone?
And she was like, let me speak to my mother.
She just punched you out, broke your mannequin, threw a stool at you, and you give her your cell phone?
Like I said, at this particular point, I just want stuff just to end and just,
Did you take his cell phone?
No, I didn't. And there is no
So according to you, she took your cell phone.
She took my cell phone. She put the phone inside her bag. And
what happened?
They said, well, in my mind, I'm thinking like, okay, maybe this woman's going to calm down.
No, I need to know the reason that you did not tell the police.
I did tell the police she had my phone.
Really?
But yes, and they said,
is that in the police report?
They said, if we take a report right now, we're going to arrest her right now. And honestly, I did not.
Okay, so if I have this straight, you let her throw a stool at you, break the mannequin, bust your sofa, personally assault you, and steal your phone so she wouldn't get arrested?
No, ma'am.
Because I am a student of human behavior. I have been a judge a long, long time.
Yes, ma'am.
I have never heard anybody say the kind of thing you just said.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. So is there any excuse that would justify being 4 months late in making clothes?
There's absolutely no excuse.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Just suppose that the guy who's making the clothes has a heart attack and is in the hospital.
I mean, I have a heart of gold, but I still feel like there's absolutely no excuse.
Suppose that he gets stuck under a house in an earthquake and can't get out for 2 months.
Maybe.
I'm just playing with you. Okay, going inside the courtroom.
How much money did you pay as a deposit?
$220.
Okay, is there a dispute about the deposit?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
How much was the deposit?
She gave me $150.
Do you have any proof to substantiate what you are saying?
No, ma'am.
Do you have any proof to substantiate what you are saying?
No, he did
Okay,
everything with my
awesome.
son.
Well, then I guess you should have brought proof, because the fact that if you have a receipt for money that went this way, you should have brought the receipt. And if you don't, you shouldn't have released money from your hand. All right, my next question to you is, the entire amount that you spent on this debacle then would be the money you spent on the fabric and the money of the deposit. All right, and so yet you're suing for $5,000. And what is that for? You missed an event because when you didn't have an outfit for the retirement party, you didn't go?
I didn't have any clothes. I had lost so much weight.
How do you not have clothes for the retirement party?
Because I lost so much weight.
Why didn't you just go somewhere? This is your good friend whose retirement party you were paying for.
It became frustrated, and he told me that I
you
would
gotta
have
be
my
lying
outfit.
about this, or you're just a miserable human being.
No,
because no one misses their best friend's retirement party that they're paying for because they can't find an outfit. So you literally did not go.
I did not go.
Because your beauty's more important than your friend.
I wanted to look nice.
Got it. Check. And another event that you're suing for, a ticket that you didn't go either because you have no clothes, and then $4,360 for defamation of character. That is because he got you arrested, correct?
On Tuesday,
when you were supposed to be in court here,
yes, and
you
had me arrested.
Canceled. And on that day, you got arrested.
I got arrested.
Okay.
The officer said that he made a report and said I beat him with an iron stool and beat him about the face, and that I broke up some stuff in his store.
All right, so the rest of your lawsuit is for defamation of character because you got arrested. Do you have a lawyer on that case?
Yes, I do. From my job, I had to contact, my son had to contact my union, so my job knows now that I was arrested.
Let me ask you a question. You have the counterclaim against her for $5,000.
Yes, ma'am.
300 of it, the phone we've talked about, stolen cell phone case we've talked about, broken mannequin, cost to repair the antique chair, and defamation of character. You said you had pictures to show me. Can I see the pictures?
Yes, ma'am.
Let me see them. And then what is your $4,000 suit for defamation of character?
They posted something on Facebook calling me a crackhead and mentioned that no one should never do business with me again, and that I had a really bad drug problem. One of my clients actually texted to me and was like, I was on your Facebook page today.
Okay.
First of all, I never posted anything. I don't even go. My son.
Oh,
and him
was it
and
the
my
son or was it her?
Yes.
It was her. It may have been her son, but what she did in front of my store.
No, I need to stop. I need to see the. Okay, so if the Facebook was her son, go sue the son. All right. In any event, let me see the pictures.
If you scroll the pictures, you will see where the inside of that is broken.
Sure is. What I don't. Wow.
I can show you.
No, what I don't know is how it got broken. I don't know if it's the way you say or the way that she says. And that's the essential problem that we have on this fight that happened, is that we do not know, it's your flapping gums against his flapping gums. And then when it comes to the price of the materials, it's your flapping gums against his flapping gums. And then when it comes to the price of the deposit, the amount of the deposit, it's your flapping gums and then his flapping gums. And I wouldn't believe either one of you if your tongues came notarized, okay? But I do have this. I have at a minimum your complete and total admission that you were at a minimum 4 months late on delivery. And you admit, basically, oh, she was so rude that I didn't feel like finishing it for her. Okay, that's what we call a breach of contract. Now, how much you get on that breach of contract is for me to decide. You come here and you ask for $5,000. No, I don't want to hear anymore. $4,000 for defamation of character and pain and suffering and false imprisonment because you got arrested. That case is premature. I don't know whether you're going to be found guilty or not found guilty of all that stuff. So on that, the defamation count, I am going to dismiss it without prejudice to you to bring it later after the criminal case is over. As to all the rest of your claim, I find that you are not going to get reimbursed for tickets to things you didn't go to because I think you should have gone. But I do find that you're going to get reimbursed for the materials and for the deposit. Now, you have brought me zero to prove what that is. Lucky for you, he says that it is $272. Not lucky for you, but that's the only proof there is, what he admits to, because you have brought me nothing. No receipts, no credit card receipts, no cash receipts, nothing to show me what the deposit or the receipt for the material was out, because those are the two things you're actually out. It's very rare that someone comes to court and asks for $5,000 and brings me bupkis, okay? Very rare. So I am going to find in your favor, but the amount that I'm going to find in your favor is the $272 that he says you are out, okay? As for your claim against her, for the reasons I've already gone into, well, actually, I can't decide whether or not the broken mannequin, broken chair is her fault. The defamation is something that you tell me the son did. Go sue him. And as far as the phone is concerned, it's your word against hers, and no mention, well, you say a mention of it to the police, but I have no evidence of that here. So that's my verdict. Good luck, folks.
Here comes the defendant out in the hallway. Step right next to me in here. Come on, come up. Okay. Your reaction to the outcome of this thing here.
I'm just sorry I wasn't able to get the police report to, kind of verify everything that I've said.
4 months late.
No, there was other circumstances as well when she was like, well, I'm not coming today, my back is hurting, and so on and so forth. We both played a part in terms of it being late. Okay, I accept my responsibility.
It's your responsibility.
Yes, I do.
This is the outfit?
Yes, it is.
What are you going to do with this thing now?
Oh, I'm definitely going to sell it.
Oh, you're going to sell it? Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
All right. So take her out.
No problem. Say goodbye.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. Okay. So step on in here. What's going through your mind? You sued for $5,000 and you just got awarded $272 and a week to prove that it was more than that.
Yes. The fact is that the police showed up at the time of the incident. There was nothing to arrest me. There was no reason. But he later made allegations against me that I beat him with a stool and I choked him out.
You're talking about what now? This so-called defamation?
Yes, yes.
Your suit? That
and
you lost on that. You know,
right. Well, I won't lose because my job is involved now, like I said, and I have to go to court. He has an order of protection against me.
Shouldn't you have gone to those parties, even though you didn't have that outfit?
No.
Did something else?
No, because it was too frustrating. I was going through health issues, and it was too frustrating for me to go shopping.
Too frustrating.
I just wanted to have
Too
something
frustrating
made
to
to
go
my body. Yes.
to go shopping.
Right.
Harvey?
Okay, this actually, you would think this is common sense, but it's not. A lot of people don't know this. Somebody's rudeness is no excuse for not going ahead with a contract. If somebody becomes like really abusive to the point where it becomes physical or whatever, that's a different story. But rudeness, sorry, it doesn't cut it as a defense. And that will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.